All right, Weather for Weather Geeks time, the halftime of the Cavs game edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. Good Thursday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a good day today. The weather's been pretty soggy at times today, and it's certainly been very muggy as well. Let's talk about some of our rainfall totals over the last 24 hours. Most of this occurring from about late morning onward today. About a half an inch downtown, a little less than that along 224. But notice over towards Austintown about 3/4 of an inch, and also some amounts near 3/4 of an inch today around Hermitage and heading down towards Latonia as well. So pretty variable rainfall amounts, kind of typical of when we get into the warm weather season and we have these scattered showers and storms. Our rainfall totals can be, there's quite a variance to them a lot of times, and today is no exception. I want to focus on what is going on, what will be going on. Now, most of you will be watching this well afterwards, but when I recorded Weather Geeks, we had one more cluster of showers, some embedded downpours moving through parts of northwestern Mahoning County around Austintown, and then heading up into the Newton Falls area, Warren, getting set to impact Niles as well. No lightning and thunder with this, but some localized downpours. This is a loop taking us back since 11 a.m., showing how everything's been kind of coming and going. Some pretty vivid lightning for a time around early afternoon today, but we haven't seen a lot of lightning with this evening's activity. All right, not much going on behind this. I think a lot of the night tonight will be pretty quiet. I can't rule out a renegade shower trying to pop up, but that's about it. Not looking for a lot of rain during the overnight hours for tonight. And again, dew points are a story. Notice all the muggy air. Notice the difference out here in the Midwest between, say, Minneapolis and Dubuque. That drier air is going to start winning the battle as we go through the next 24 hours or so. And 24 hours from right now, I think you're going to notice the change in the wake of our cold front. It's going to turn a lot more comfortable. But yeah, dew points today were elevated as expected. We started with dew points in the lower 60s. They ended up in the mid 60s by the end of the afternoon today. Definitely one of our more humid days so far this season. Hard to believe it was just a couple of days ago we had fire weather warnings with relative humidity values in the teens. The atmosphere has certainly moistened up a lot over the last couple of days. Again, our high-res Futurecast shows, there could be some showers here and there overnight. You'll hear the pitter-patter of raindrops on your window occasionally tonight. I can't rule out a rumble of thunder, but pretty small chances of thunder overnight. There's just not much instability. All right, let's talk about our Friday. Again, there could be a shower Friday morning. Our bigger concern becomes the afternoon on Friday. Just ahead or along this cold front, we're going to pick up probably a semi-organized line of showers with some gusty storms, a possibility with this. It's coming through at a favorable time of the day, the most unstable time of the day, the warmest time of the day. So there could be some rowdy storms. I think the weekend's going to start on a much nicer note in the wake of that front. Mix of sun and clouds on Saturday and lower humidity as well. Sunday will start fine, but this next front I think can spark a spotty shower and thunderstorm as we get into the second half of the day on Sunday. So if you have outdoor plans this weekend, Sunday afternoon is the potential trouble spot where we might have some raindrops to deal with. All right, let's start talking a little bit about tomorrow's thunderstorm threat. We do have that front coming through at a favorable time of the day. The atmosphere will be unstable, but not crazy unstable. Notice our instability here on our model right around mid-afternoon as that front approaches. It's kind of these greenish colors, kind of the low category here. Enough to produce thunder? Yes. Enough to produce a big severe weather outbreak? Probably not. A low-end chance of strong to severe thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. Here's what the Storm Prediction Center has out as far as the outlook goes. Much like we were for today when they put out the outlook yesterday, we're in the low-end chance for severe weather tomorrow. Now, today they upgraded us to a slight risk for a while. I wouldn't be totally shocked if we got upgraded to a slight risk tomorrow as well. But right now, we're in the marginal or low risk. Again, it's a low-end chance, I think, of some damaging wind gusts in some spots. Not real concerned at all about hail. Flooding, a minor concern, although these should be moving along at a pretty good clip, so not super concerned about flooding. And I think the tornado risk overall is quite low. Probably not totally zero, but quite low for tomorrow's severe weather threat. All right, longer range outlook. Let's take a look at this evening's European model run showing the temperature anomalies. Here's the next few days showing the cooler air starting to make inroads by early next week. And I mean, it's just marginally cooler. I still have upper 60s, lower 70s for daytime highs early next week. So a very nice stretch early next week. As we head towards late next week, we probably get a little warmer, might approach 80, and then the next front probably swings through in time for Mother's Day weekend, the weekend of the 12th and 13th. But beyond Mother's Day, this is just the European model, but a lot of the other models are singing a similar song here. This looks like a pretty toasty pattern beyond Mother's Day weekend. Here's the 15th, 16th, 17th. That's pretty warm. I think we're going to have a lot of 80s in this pattern as we get into the second half of the month of May. Again, we might flirt with 80 a couple of times late next week before the next cold front, but consistent 80s, I can see where that's going to be a reality during the second half of May. So I think May is going to end up being a lot different than March and April. I'm getting increasingly confident that May will end up being a warmer than average month, and perhaps by a decent margin as well. So, good news for those who got a little impatient with the lingering, never-ending winter weather we had earlier on this spring. All right, thanks for watching tonight's Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll have more updates on tomorrow's storm threat on social media and tonight on 21 News at 11. And, of course, tomorrow as the threat unfolds, the cold front approaches, we'll have you covered on air and online, including the Storm Tracker 21 app.